Interested in bringing a new service into your business? DIY lash application is a wonderful way to maximize your earnings, bring on a new service, and get clients who aren't even your lash clientele to shout about your business from the rooftops. I'm going to show you how to apply them as a service and also talk about how you can market them within your business to maximize your earning potentials. So I got Anna here as my model today. I'm just going to show you how to quickly apply them as a service. I am going to be doing my example on my lash bed because that's where I feel most comfortable having my client lay down. But you can absolutely apply these to your clients while they're sitting up as well. It's completely up to you and what you feel most comfortable with. Okay, so when we're starting this DIY lash service, you can also call them temporary lashes. You don't have to call them DIYs. But when we start, as lash artists, we're gonna start the exact same. We wanna make sure that we give our client a style that suits them. So use your lash knowledge, decide on a set that will complement them best and the look that they're looking for. So photos are a great way to do this. If you want a video on mapping, let me know, just comment below and we will absolutely send you some. But today we've decided to go for the moderate cat eye tray for Anna. Anna has really rounded eyes in the middle, but then they descend quite fast on that outer corner. So we need a lifted effect in this general area here along the outer parts. So we are gonna do a basic looking set. We're just gonna follow the map as shown in the tray. You can see we go from A to F in the tray, but you can absolutely modify your looks as well. Let's say you want to carry only a few trays, but you want to modify them. You can absolutely do so. So although this is a moderate cat eye effect, you can make it moderate open eye, you can make it dense, you can make it look like mega volume by stacking. There's so many ways that you can modify one Citizen lash tray. But again, for sake of ease, I'm just following the regular map today. It will suit Anna. If you want another tutorial on how you can modify these, again, reach out below. We have so many fun tutorials to show you. You can definitely follow us as well on Instagram at Citizen Lash. And you can also subscribe to us on YouTube at Citizen Lash as well. So lots of fun videos coming your way that you're not gonna wanna miss out on. All right, first things first, you need the right supplies, of course. So I'm working with Connection Adhesive. I'm working with Citizen tweezers. Okay, check this out. The curvature makes it easy to get around the nose. Are you kidding me? So much better. So that you're not hurting your wrist or your hand when you're applying them, and for your clients as well, if they do choose to purchase this system to use at home, they don't have to worry about maneuvering the tweezer around their nose. And of course, lastly, moderate cat eye. If you're looking at figuring out how to upsell this product, some more tips and tricks on how to market it, again, another tutorial we do have for those things. I know that these are all questions that are gonna get brought up, so it's worth mentioning them in this video. Just reach out below any of your questions, and if we don't have a video to answer it, we will personally reach out to you or we will make one. Now, when you're picking up your lashes, you do have a couple options. You can either pick up from the tray like this, but I personally find it easier to just pop it off from the base. Some people, when they pick up this way, if they're not using the right tweezer or they don't use the right amount of pressure, then they can rip the fan. So just be careful. If you notice that you are kind of making your fan look a little wonky, just tip the tweezer this way and pop it off from the base. Easy peasy. Now we need to put some glue on the base. A lot of people have been asking, how long are these lashes going to last? So that is completely up to how you place them and the surface that you begin with. So Anna's wearing mascara today. The reason why we suggest wearing mascara is because as lash artists, we want to keep our natural lashes as healthy as possible. And in order to do that, we need to make the removal process really easy. So we suggest removing them nightly, and having a coat of mascara on makes them just slip off so easy with our remover. If you do want to keep them on for multiple days, you can absolutely do that, but I would suggest skipping the mascara step and just applying them to cleaned lashes with an oil-free makeup remover and then a really nice dry so that you're applying to a nice clean surface. They can last for 2 to 5 days depending on how they're applied and how they're treated. Again, another video for that. I keep dumping videos on you guys left, right, and center, but we have so many and there's so much to know about the product. Okay, so I like to start with my client's eyes closed actually. You can do it with them with their eyes open and have them look up, but this is just my preference. I'm gonna brush some of the glue onto the lashes so it connects really nicely. And then angle so the fan itself, the base of it is nice and in line with the lash line, with the water line, sorry. You can see, if the fan itself is angled, like, I'll show you actually. I'll put one on just to show you what I mean, the difference. But let's say you angled your fan like this. One side is sitting higher than the other. That is gonna make the set look quite messy. It's gonna give more of a staggered look, and it could be a little bit uncomfortable for the client. So just making sure that you're placing the extensions on the lashes, so not on the skin, but really hugging onto that lash line. Don't be afraid to hold your client's eyes like this. Does it feel weird, Anna? No. It's totally fine. If their eyes are open, the reason why I like to do it with their eyes closed is because if they're open, I do find that they blink a lot. It's like coming in with a mascara wand. They can't help but see what's coming at them, so they'll kind of like shake around, blink a little bit, but when you have control and you lift their eyelid, I find it's kind of like lashes. It's really chill. So for sake of ease, today I'm just gonna do one eye at a time to show you how impactful the set is, but you can absolutely do both eyes at the same time. You can put one on the inner, one on the other inner, and move back and forth. But again, just to show you how impactful it is, I am just doing one eye at a time for today's example. I'm gonna apply the adhesive. So I'd rather you do this. I'm not gonna do this over my client's face. Here, I'll move over here because I don't wanna get glue on her, just in case. I'm gonna coat that base, and notice that it is the inside of the fan. So what that means is the fan, the part that you see in the tray when you look at it. And I'm placing under the lash line, not on top, although you can place on top as well. But I am placing underneath, so that's why I'm placing my glue as shown in the tray, on the inside of the base. Now I'm moving on to letter B. And move around your client however you need to in order to really see and angle your fan correctly. Now, you can place them hugging right next to each other, or you can just slightly overlap. I like to overlap just a little bit. I find it makes the lash set look a little more rounded, a little softer. And then you'll notice that I'm brushing the fan on. I'm pushing it into that lash line. I'm not actually touching the glue though, just above. You can use the tip of your tweezers and kind of push it in a little bit as well. Comfortable, Anna? Mm-hmm. And the glue is very different than your standard lash glue. It has no cyanoacrylate or polyacrylate in it. It's just acrylic, resin, and water, so it is quite gentle. You can see the amount of glue that I'm placing here and how I'm holding it. You can apply your glue in the tray if you choose, but I like to do it this way. You can get crafty here. You don't have to do it exactly as I do. You're a professional lash artist, so I'm sure you'll be able to come up with some kind of crafty way to make it work best for you. Again, lifting, painting on the lashes so we have a nice surface for adhesion, and connecting. Are you guys excited to see what it looks like? I am. I love a good before and after.
Me too. I can't even feel you putting them on or anything. Like
really?
Yeah, I can't even feel it. It's so gentle.
And the nice thing too is, so a lot of people have been asking, okay, well, if they're that easy to apply, why doesn't my client just do it themselves? And they absolutely can, but some people, just don't really want to. And other people, when they come in, they might be like, oh, that's really easy. And you could use it as an opportunity to show them how to apply them themselves. And then you just become the wholesaler for these products in your area for people who want to replenish their lash stock. Other people are like, oh, well, why would they get lash extensions? And it's like, okay, some people don't want lash extensions, first of all. Secondly, if you want lash extensions, you're gonna get lash extensions. You're not gonna get temporary lashes. You want the real deal. But some people just are not interested. Not everyone is your lash clientele. So it's nice to have something else so you can make more money in less time by just retailing the product or offering a service like this. Some people for Christmas parties or weddings or when they just want to look good for a night out, they don't want to apply their own lashes, so they can come to you, much like a makeup service. It's very cool. And let's say this one, it wasn't applied correctly, you can just take it off, reposition, and reapply. The glue is very forgiving. You see how her eye is open just a touch? Don't worry, that's okay. If she were to apply these on her own, her eye would be fully open. It's designed in such a way that it is absolutely okay. Okay, Anna, open up for me for a sec. Now I want to have a look to see. So often the outer corner here can be a little bit troublesome, so I like to hold up a lash to see what it would look like. If it would droop her eye a little bit. I think I am gonna put another one on, but if you notice that another one just doesn't really go with the aesthetic that you're looking for, you can use the minis located at the bottom of your tray, and you can just fill that outer part with the minis, or you can take your mini scissors and cut your fan in half and then put just that on the outer corner. So fun. Or again, you can overlap the fans as well. Close your eyes, Anna. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I'm actually going to angle my fan just slightly upward on the very outer corner to make her outer part of her eye look as though it is a little more lifted. You can do that. I'll get a close-up shot to show you what I mean. See how the rest of the lashes are hugging along the lash line? You can't even see her natural lashes. But just right here, you can see that there's lashes growing from the follicle. It's just angled slightly enough that it's gonna look a little lifted right there with just that mini, like that tiny angle change. At this point, I like to look at my client and see if I want any minis anywhere. You can really have fun with the minis. So I think I'm gonna put just a couple on the inner corner to just give a little more darkness in there. So I'm gonna use my shorter lengths in my tray for that. And just like lashing, you do want to change your angles to suit where you're placing the extensions. And if you wanted a little more something, say here, you can add a few more lashes in there, a few more flicks. Maybe I'll do it just for fun. Open up again, Anna. Imagine we could just open up our clients' eyes all the time when we were doing lash services.
I know, right?
A little bit here, another little length here.
Spike there.
A spike there, redirect over here. So I am gonna place on the top of the lash line for this lash here. Maybe, if her lash allows. See how it looks. The nice thing about it is that you don't have to commit to anything. I think I might feel complete. Open up. And look at me for a sec. It looks pretty good. Okay, so you can see the before and after effect. Moderate cat eye. I think it looks really good. You could even go more dramatic if you wanted, putting another set on, either literally on top of the set that you just did. You could use shorter lengths in there to make it look more dense, or you can go ahead and put an entire other set on the top to make it look more dramatic. Lovely. Okay, let's do the other eye.